These dogs are the stuff of legends and fairies. They are creatures of mythic beauty, with eyes like chips of glacial ice and a coat spun from snow and shadow. The Siberian Husky is one of the most strikingly beautiful dogs on the planet. But this fame has a dark underbelly. Behind the breathtaking photos lies a complex, demanding, and often frustrating reality. The very traits that made them elite survivalists in the Arctic make them profoundly challenging in a modern home. For every stunning portrait you see, there is an untold story of a destroyed sofa, a frantic search for an escaped dog, or a noise complaint from a neighbor. Tragically, shelters are overflowing with adolescent huskies surrendered by owners who were seduced by the look but utterly unprepared for the reality. Before you are captivated by their wild allure, it's crucial to understand that this isn't just a dog. It's a high-octane lifestyle choice, and for the unprepared, it quickly becomes a heartbreaking nightmare. A husky is not a pet built for leisurely strolls. They are elite, four-legged athletes, genetically perfected for endurance. Their metabolism is a marvel of efficiency, designed to burn maximum calories on minimal food while covering vast frozen landscapes. What this means for an owner is that you don't just own a dog, you own a furry, perpetual motion machine with a resting state that resembles a coiled spring. Their stamina is boundless, their energy reserves seem infinite, and their capacity for physical exertion will almost certainly outmatch your own on your best day. While a Labrador might be content after an hour of fetch, for a husky, that's merely the warm-up. They possess a deep, instinctual need to run, and if that need is not met, their frustration will manifest in destructive and chaotic ways. Siberian Huskies are legendary escape artists, viewing fences, doors, and crates not as barriers, but as entertaining puzzles to be solved. Their combination of high intelligence, powerful physique, and an unyielding desire for adventure makes them notorious for their disappearing acts. A 6-foot fence might be scaled, dug under, or simply chewed through. They can learn to work latches, open sliding doors, and have been known to break out of even high-security wire crates. A simple tether in the yard is a laughable insult to their abilities. They will either break it or chew through it in minutes. Owning a husky means your home must be secured like a fortress, with regular checks for any new weaknesses. The greatest danger is to the dog itself. An escaped husky is a prime candidate for being hit by a car, stolen, or simply disappearing forever. Huskies don't bark in the traditional sense. They perform. They communicate in a symphony of dramatic, complex, and often ear-splitting vocalizations that can mystify new owners. They howl with the melancholy of their wolf ancestors, a sound that can carry for miles. They woo-woo and aroo in elaborate conversations with you, seemingly arguing their point with great passion. When displeased or impatient, they can emit a high-pitched shriek that is both startling and incredibly loud. This isn't random noise. It's their primary method of expressing a wide range of emotions. Boredom, joy, loneliness, frustration. While charming in small doses, living with a canine opera singer can be trying, and it's a leading cause of friction with neighbors, sometimes resulting in formal complaints or even eviction notices. Prepare for a life where fur is a permanent condiment and a key component of your home's decor. Huskies have a dense double coat, a soft woolly undercoat for insulation, and longer guard hairs to repel water and snow. They blow this undercoat twice a year, shedding an astonishing, almost unbelievable amount of hair in massive clumps. During these periods, your home will look like a snow globe of fur. You will find it in your morning coffee, woven into your clothes, and floating through the air. It's critical to know that you should never shave a husky. Their coat is a complex system that not only keeps them warm, but also insulates them from heat. Shaving them ruins this natural ability and puts them at risk. You don't just vacuum, you invest in industrial-strength machines and grooming rakes and wage a never-ending war against the encroaching tide of fluff. Bred to think independently and make life-or-death decisions for their sled team, Huskies possess a formidable intelligence that often manifests as defiance. They understand your commands perfectly. They are simply weighing whether compliance aligns with their own interests. This isn't stupidity, it's intelligent disobedience. A trait that could save a musher from thin ice is the same trait that makes them ignore your come command at the park. Unlike breeds that live to please, a husky operates on a what's in it for me basis. Training requires immense patience and creativity, often relying on high-value rewards. But even then, if a husky decides that the squirrel across the street is more interesting than your piece of chicken, the squirrel will win every time. Related to their athletic nature is their non-negotiable, daily demand for intense exercise. A 30-minute walk for a husky is the equivalent of a human walking to the mailbox. It barely registers. A bored husky is a force of pure destruction. They require miles of strenuous activity every single day to burn off their physical energy and keep their sharp minds from going numb. This means engaging in activities that are more like a job than a game. Running, bike joring, having your dog pull you on a bike, canicross, or ski joring. Failing to provide this intense stimulation will result in your home being systematically dismantled by a dog suffering from profound boredom. They will chew walls, shred furniture, and excavate your flooring, all in a desperate attempt to find an outlet for their immense energy. Huskies have a deep, primal instinct to dig, and they pursue this passion with the focus of a master craftsman. They may dig to create a cool, earthy den to escape the heat, to hunt for moles and other vermin, to escape under a fence, or simply because the act of digging is deeply satisfying to them. Whatever the reason, they can transform a meticulously manicured lawn into a crater-filled WW1 battlefield with shocking speed and efficiency. To a husky, your prize-winning rose bushes and lush green grass are just inconvenient topsoil obscuring a potential masterpiece of excavation. Some owners have success by providing a designated digging pit, but be warned, this may not stop them from pursuing other, more destructive landscaping projects elsewhere in your yard. Siberian Huskies are fundamentally pack animals, and their psyche is built around the need for constant companionship. They are not suited for a life of solitude and do not tolerate being left alone for long periods. This deep-seated need to be with their pack, be it human or canine, means they will often follow you from room to room, a furry shadow supervising your every move. They need to be integrated into the heart of the family. While this makes them loving and social, it's also the root cause of severe behavioral problems. An isolated husky is a miserable husky, and their misery will become your problem through destructive anxiety or mournful, non-stop howling. Beneath their friendly, goofy exterior lies a highly effective and remorseless predator. Huskies possess a powerful, unshakable prey drive. This is not a sign of a mean dog. It is a deeply ingrained survival instinct to chase and capture small animals. This can be a tragic reality for households with cats, rabbits, chickens, or other small pets. No amount of training or socialization can ever fully erase this instinct. A husky who has lived peacefully with a cat for years can snap in an instant. It is the owner's absolute responsibility to manage this through secure containment and leashes at all times. They can never be trusted off-leash in an unenclosed area, as the sight of a squirrel can trigger a lethal chase that ends in heart and rate. The iconic image of a husky team pulling a sled speaks to their core identity. They were born to drive forward with immense power. In a domestic setting, this translates into a dog that pulls relentlessly on the leash with the force of a small tractor. An adult husky can easily pull a grown human off their feet, making them a significant challenge for children, the elderly, or anyone with limited strength to walk. Specialized equipment like front clip harnesses can help manage the pulling, but they do not eliminate the instinct. Walking a husky isn't a relaxing stroll, it's an active and often exhausting physical engagement where you are the anchor holding back a force of nature. Housing a Siberian Husky in an apartment is fundamentally unfair to the dog and a recipe for disaster for the owner. It is like trying to keep a bald eagle in a parakeet cage. Their explosive energy cannot be contained in a small space, leading to zoomies that can damage property and terrorize downstairs neighbors. Their loud and frequent vocalizations will almost certainly lead to noise complaints and potential eviction. The lack of a secure, private yard for quick energy burns makes meeting their exercise needs an immense daily chore. A confined husky often develops neurotic behaviors, depression, and extreme destructiveness out of sheer frustration and understimulation. A husky's hearing is phenomenal. They can likely hear a cheese wrapper crinkle from the next zip code. However, they have perfected the art of selective hearing, especially for commands they find boring or inconvenient. This is most dangerous when it comes to the recall command, come. You can be screaming their name as they dash towards a busy road, and they will act as if a sudden gale has snatched the sound from the air. They hear you. They are simply prioritizing the thrill of their unsanctioned adventure. This makes off-leash activity in any unfenced area a high-stakes gamble with your dog's life. That luxurious double coat is a marvel of thermal engineering for sub-zero temperatures, but it becomes a dangerous liability in hot climates. Huskies are extremely susceptible to overheating and deadly heat stroke. Keeping one in a region with hot, humid summers requires extreme diligence. This means air conditioning is a non-negotiable utility. Exercise is restricted to the coolest hours of early morning or late night, and you must constantly watch for signs of distress, like excessive panting, lethargy, or a bright red tongue. Hot pavement can severely burn their paw pads. While their coat offers some protection from the sun, it cannot defy the laws of thermodynamics, and keeping them safe in the heat is a constant, worrying responsibility. A Siberian Husky possesses a powerful instinct to roam that is far more intense than in other breeds. This is not simply running away. It is a deep-seated wanderlust, an urge to explore what lies over the next hill and the one after that. Critically, unlike many breeds who will circle back, Huskies often run in a relatively straight line without a strong homing instinct. If a husky gets loose, it will not stick around. It will run for miles, driven purely by an insatiable curiosity and the joy of running. This is why so many lost huskies are found towns away, or, tragically, not at all. A GPS tracker is not a luxury for a husky owner. It's an essential piece of safety equipment. Because they are such intensely social, pack-oriented animals, Huskies are highly prone to developing severe separation anxiety. This is not simple boredom. It is a state of genuine panic and psychological distress. A panicked husky can cause destruction that seems impossible for a dog. They will chew through solid wood doors, rip up carpets and subflooring, tear apart drywall, and even bend metal crate bars, often injuring themselves in the process by breaking teeth or tearing claws. This is a serious psychological condition that goes beyond simple training fixes, often requiring costly intervention from veterinary behaviorists to manage. If you're looking for a dog to protect your home, a Husky is one of the worst possible choices. Their temperament is famously friendly, curious, and outgoing, even with complete strangers. Their reaction to an intruder is far more likely to be a happy, full-body wiggle and an invitation to play. They won't just fail to stop a burglar, they'll likely grab the person's flashlight and try to initiate a game of fetch. While their wolf-like appearance might be a minor visual deterrent from a distance, that illusion shatters the moment the dog's true, goofy, and utterly non-threatening nature is revealed. They are lovers, not fighters, and will happily help a thief carry your valuables out the door. Ultimately, the dark side of owning a Husky is the simple, unvarnished truth. This breed demands not just a new routine, but a new lifestyle. They are not suited for casual, novice, or inactive owners. They require a 10 to 15-year commitment to what is essentially an intense athletic hobby. Your schedule will revolve around their exercise needs. Your home and yard must be perpetually escape-proofed. Your patience will be tested daily by their stubborn intelligence and vocalizations. Choosing a Husky is not like choosing any other dog. It is a conscious decision to embrace a beautiful, intelligent, and furry agent of chaos and to fundamentally change your life to meet its extraordinary needs.